Hello, trading has closed on the 8th of March 2022. We always start with our disclaimer. It's my trading plan for tomorrow. Just remember, I can be wrong. Any trade should be at your own risk. Also remember, I don't know anybody who a day ahead of time can call moves of magnitude like that one. Okay, what did we say yesterday? We had the pattern with the early low, which is this, and tomorrow also has the early low. Tends to be a pattern with a high in the final hour. There it is. Typically this high is the high of the day. When it isn't, it leads to more negativity. Only thing that would kill that would be to gap and overtake today's high promptly. It isn't impossible, I guess. Nothing's impossible, but looks pretty unlikely to me. There is a target. MEJT gave us a target of overtaking today's high. Just remember, when you have strong impulsive moves like this, the chance of it failing increases. We also get to cross an old target off the list, 4186.6. And the next lower target is from April 1st of last year. It's just over 4,000 cash. Now, we also said I had nothing stopping the decline from ending, but if we rallied right from the open, I could explain it. Well, we didn't rally right from the open, so we don't have to worry about that. MEJT gave a few calls. All these squiggles were called to be false. They were already retraced. We got an ultimate buy signal right here. We got the minimum. We almost always get more. We got an ultimate sell right at the high. It clearly worked. MEJT said the drop isn't for keeps and we trade over this high. Just remember, when you have strong impulsive moves, the price is always valid, but the time sometimes is delayed. We broke through daily support into Mark's work. This is a bar completely under his TDST line. This bar is completely under this one. So his support in the daily chart is broken. So where's his next support? This is the weekly chart. His TDST line's at 4166.45, which is just where we are now. So in his work, we're at support. And the longer the length of these bars, a week is longer than the day, the more valid the support. Just remember, support's at the line and one bar under it. We could drop 100 points and still be in his support level. Well, this is quite a sell-off. We may be getting close to a low in terms of time. We're starting to get a volume spike on the E-mini contracts. If it were higher, I'd be more convinced we were near a low, but this is a sign that retail customers are starting to panic and throw in the towel. And once it goes up like this, if we go up higher than this tomorrow, perhaps it'll be high enough to convince me. This isn't convincing enough for me yet. Doesn't make me right. I think at this point you can make these waves say whatever you want them to. If something happens and miraculously this is a bottom today, you take the high of the blue A, it's equal to the high of the blue C. I guess stranger things have happened. I wouldn't risk any money just on that. I think at this point you can make this say whatever you want. Signals are mixed. We use these rules. Tomorrow's pattern has an early low, doesn't mean you won't gap up. There's a higher target. Unless we gap down sharply, the rules call for it to print. Just remember, targets can fail to print in their preferred time frames during strong impulsive moves. Wouldn't shock me if that happened here. The normally bullish pattern today didn't close near its high. Unless we gap and promptly overtake the high day pattern, it's weak and more weakness should follow, so So that's bearish and that's bullish. So the mixed signals are mixed. We use these rules. We also have a VIX Bollinger Band reversal buy signal. People are willing to pay a lot of money for puts. We're in the DeMark support area on the weekly chart. We should be near a low in terms of time, but I'm not convinced we're there in terms of price. Now, if a miracle happens and we gap over today's high, if that happens, we met the criteria for a short-term low. But absent a news event of some kind, that's pretty hard to imagine. I mean, if the Russians all went home tomorrow and they gave love and kisses to Ukraine, I suppose that could happen. But if we don't gap over this, it's hard for me to believe that's the low, but you never know. So tomorrow's pattern has the early low. Signals are mixed. We use those rules. We're coming close to a low in terms of time. At this point, I'm not convinced we're there in terms of price. But you never know. Gapping sharply tomorrow at the open can change my mind. And tomorrow has early low, and that's today's call.